The philosophy of the absurdity of certain cultural traditions is rooted in existentialist and absurdist thought. Existentialism, as a philosophical movement, emphasizes individual existence, freedom, and the inherent lack of meaning in the universe. Absurdism, a related philosophical perspective, deals with the inherent conflict between the human desire for meaning and the apparent meaninglessness of the universe. In the context of cultural traditions, especially those that might seem arbitrary, illogical, or outdated, the philosophy of absurdity suggests several key ideas. Subjectivity of meaning. Absurdism questions the idea of objective meaning and highlights the subjectivity of human interpretations. Cultural traditions that might appear absurd to an outsider often have subjective meaning within the context of a particular culture or community. Questioning authority and tradition. Existentialist and absurdist thinkers encourage individuals to question authority and challenge traditional norms that lack a rational basis. This includes critically examining cultural traditions that might be based on superstition, outdated beliefs, or social constructs. Confronting the absurd. The philosophy of the absurd encourages individuals to confront the inherent absurdity of the human condition. Cultural traditions that involve seemingly irrational rituals or practices can be seen as expressions of this absurdity. Instead of seeking logical explanations, absurdism suggests acknowledging and embracing the irrationality of certain aspects of life. Freedom of choice. Existentialism emphasizes individual freedom and the responsibility that comes with it. People are encouraged to make choices based on their own values and not blindly follow traditions that lack personal meaning or significance. Humor and irony. Absurdity often involves elements of humor and irony. Philosophers like Albert Camus and writers like Franz Kafka used absurdity as a tool to convey the surreal and nonsensical aspects of existence. Similarly, cultural traditions that seem absurd may be approached with a sense of irony or humor to highlight their arbitrary nature. Cultural relativism. The philosophy of cultural relativism acknowledges that what might appear absurd in one cultural context may have deep cultural, historical, or symbolic significance within another. It encourages understanding cultural practices within their specific frameworks rather than imposing external judgments. It's important to note that the critique of cultural traditions from an absurd perspective does not necessarily negate the value or significance that these traditions may hold for the communities practicing them. The goal is often to encourage critical thinking, promote individual autonomy, and challenge blind adherence to traditions that lack a rational basis.